And in this tutorial I'll be talking about constructor, and let's see what's constructor about. I'll be also I'll be going through all the programming concepts, examples, and we will be solving some of the exercises, right? So what are constructors actually? So in my previous tutorial I was talking about classes, means the objects, right? So when you create an object, you need to pass some information to the constructor to create the object, right? So yeah, that's it, guys. So it's like creating an object by passing some information to the constructor, and these are the constructors. Okay, so uh, and some important concepts of constructors are like you can have also a constructor of in a single line like here without passing any argument. So it's like a this class is created without passing any arguments, as you can see here, right? Zero arguments. Or you can have multiple arguments like here, as you can see here. I'm creating an alien class where I am passing an argument which is like a name of this class, that's name of this alien, and then I'm just pretty much utilizing it. And whenever I'm creating a class, I'm passing the argument to the constructor to create this particular class, right? So, and also as you can see here, guys, sometimes like these arguments that you pass, if you are not providing the visibility, like the visibility is private here in this case, so you cannot access this because the visibility is private, so it's only private to the class, so you cannot access like a main function. From the main function, if you create an object, and you cannot access this like arguments from outside of the class, right? So only the the inside of the class can access these arguments. Okay, so if you want to make it visible, you just need to pass it like either like var or val. But if you want it mutable, then you pass it var, sorry. And if you want immutable but just want to access it, then just make it as a val. Okay, so yeah, it's just the definition here, guys. So definition of the argument. So how do you define it? So in this way, like you can like pretty much make it visible, invisible, or you can also make it immutable or immutable on the base of like all these arguments. And guys, yeah, you can pretty much create class with multiple arguments. As you can see here, you can access these arguments, like you can yeah, you can go through all these concepts here. And actually you can also override some methods that are two strings. So that means it's gonna pretty much print out whenever you print out the name of this object, like this object, it's gonna print out this string that you have overridden, right? So yeah, we'll be checking out the examples. So let's go directly to solving the exercises, guys. So these are the examples, as like a constructor of this class with zero arguments, that is no arguments at all, and they are with this private arguments, only one argument here. Okay, as you can see here, you cannot access it, is the private arguments, so it's gonna give you the error. You can visible arguments, multiple visible arguments here. Sometimes, yeah, as you can see here, alien2, that name alien2 is like the name, yeah, this fixed name alien. You cannot modify the value, right? Whereas this one, the mutable name alien object, can be, the name is can be modified. Okay, multiple arguments, as you can see here, you can pass multiple arguments. You can just pretty much display the output. Okay, you can pretty much override the toString, and also yeah, override this toString whenever you return the object, right? And print it out. So let's solve the exercises, guys. Now the first exercise says us that we have to create a class floating. So let's try to solve these exercises. Okay, what it says is we have to create a class which is called floating, that contains val d of type double. Okay, okay, let's remove this to do. Okay, then what it says is initialized in the include a two string. So as you can see here, I will be overriding. You can override two string, hash code, or equals. So this three functions. So we will be overriding two string of this object whenever you create the object, right? So when I override this, I have to, yeah, what it says is a construct include two string member function that returns the content of d. So it has to just return the content of d. So yeah, pretty much I can do something like this, and that's it guys. So now here I will try to access this object, floating object. So I will create a floating object using a constructor, and constructor has only one argument, so it needs a double value. So I will be passing 2.4, and then I pretty much want to print out the values, right? So I will print out the floating object. So whenever you print out the object, so it's gonna return the two string of this object, right? Yeah, you can also, yeah, pretty much I want to just print out this one and check out. So it should print out this value 2.4 actually. Yeah, 2.4, that's correct guys. So let's go to the next exercise, and what it says is like continue developing the robot class from the exercise that the previous exercise. The convert the properties stored in the size of the field and the current coordinate into robot constructor parameters. Convert the properties storing. So I have to, this is like previously we stored it as a property, so now I want to convert the property to a constructor parameter, right? Constructor argument. So how can I do that? It's pretty simple guys. Just do field so actually first is field size, and size is a int, x is also the int, y is also a int, but these are already, so it has a initializers, so we can also actually initialize your arguments pretty much. Yeah, we can, as you can see here, you can initialize the arguments of the constructor like with the default value, right? So the default value for all these arguments is already is 0. You see, x is 0, y is 0, and the field size is 100. So that's why whenever like I can pretty much create a constructor without passing those arguments values, or we can also pass the modified values as you can see here. So I will uncomment this line and I will check out if this is working. So let me run this program. Yeah, it's working. It's like the output should be 111919, right? As you can see here, I created a robot object with these modified arguments, and then I print out the location. I move up and left, you see, and print out. So that's it guys. So let's solve the another exercise. And now what it says is add a toString function that returns the string robot where the actual values of x and y are substituted for the eclipse. So implement toString. So let's implement this toString. Pretty much we can do toString like this, or actually, you know, there is yeah, I will discuss this in the next step. So yeah, pretty much what is if x and is y, and it should return robot. Yeah, so it should return the robot, and x equals to dollar $x, y equals to dollar $y. That's it, guys. Pretty much we're implementing toString of this entire object, right? So pretty much if you print out, it should print out robot, x is 1, y is, oh sorry guys, I missed this close parenthesis. Yeah, it's correct, guys. So let's go to the next step. So the next exercise, it says about mastering the IDE generating toString. So can automatically, actually, you remember that previously I was overriding the toString function, but actually you can automatically generate using your IDE. So how can we do that? So to generate this toString function, member functions of this class, you just need to pretty much uh, use a keyword, that is command N, and just you need to select, you see it's like generating toString. Then I have to select the parameter I want to use. Voila, guys. So that's it. So it's automatically generating a toString. I don't need to do any code. So this is like cool. Like, yeah, IDE is giving you some cool features, right, to generate the cool shortcuts to generate automatically the toString member function. That's it, guys. So if you print out, it should print out human name Rick and age is 70, as you can see here, guys. And okay, so now, yeah, that's it, guys. So pretty much I'm finished with this concept of constructors. So hope you liked my tutorial, and if you really like my tutorial, please consider subscribing it, so that it will help me move further and create more and more tutorials. So thank you, see ya.